What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I have a very special guest, Karim the Hard Hitter Mayfield from San Francisco area. How you doing?
Yo, I'm doing cool, man. Just relaxing and relaxing. Just came off a nice little beach ride.
Good. I want to get the fans introduced to you if they don't already know about you. Ask you a few questions, and we'll get right into it. I'm from the Bay Area. You're from the Bay Area, and fellow Bay Area native Donaire just had a big fight against Rigondeaux. Did you see that fight, and what do you make of that fight?
I did. I saw that fight. I was definitely tuned in. Man, it was a cool fight. Kind of lackluster. It had its explosive times, but no, honestly, I heard, I think Donaire had the wrong strategy going in. I heard the commentators recently speaking on him. It was actually Charlie Alex, if I'm not mistaken, but he was just saying how Donaire he shouldn't have been pound for pound, how he was exposed. And I don't think that's true, man. I just think that he went in with the wrong strategy. If you look at the fight, and if you recall the ninth round, you see Amir come out. He had a different mind frame. As soon as he came out, his hands was up, and he was on some bully stuff, is what we call bully in my gym. And as soon as he started the bully stuff, Rigondeaux started breaking down. And then shortly after that, he was able to knock him down. So I think if they would have went in there with that strategy, he could have pulled the fight off because Rigondeaux couldn't handle that. You can see for that whole round, he pressed hard, tight hands. And he just went in with the wrong strategy.
Boxing's been exciting. There's a lot of good things happening in the sport. And Amir himself has a big fight coming up this weekend. Did you help him prepare? I know you guys have done some sparring, being in the same gym and all. So did you work with Amir to prep him for this fight?
I did. I got a lot of good rounds in with Amir. Kind of prepared for Diaz coming up. We definitely got some explosive rounds, and there was times that they would put me in at the end. Like if you were doing 8, they'll put me in the last 4. Or if he was doing 10, they'll put me in 10 to 12. They'll put me in like the last 4. But I had to tell Virgil that I needed to see the best Amir Khan. I didn't want to see him when he was. Even though his conditioning was great, you're not the same as in the first 2 rounds as you're in 12. Especially when you have elite fighters coming at you hard every minute of the round. So with that being said, I just needed to see the full Amir Khan, and Virgil started putting me in first, and man, it was explosive. It was exciting, and I was able to see the best out of Amir Khan, and he was able to see the best out of me.
Okay. That's definitely good. It looks like he's getting a little bit bigger. I just seen some recent photos from in the gym, and it looks like he might have been working on some strength and conditioning from the pictures that I've seen.
He does. He actually brought a new guy in for the fitness trainer. He's been helping out all the fighters, and he's been doing strength training and helping us to work on our lean muscle opposed to just doing, the basic calisthenics. So he definitely gotten stronger, and maybe it's because he's been working on the inside more that definitely have to get stronger and bigger. So definitely probably a little bigger. He shouldn't have a problem making weight though.
Perfect. And I gotta ask you this for the fans: what's it like working with Virgil Hunter and having Andre Ward, such a great pound-for-pound fighter around in the gym? What's it like with those two, just having them around, especially being from the Bay Area?
Well, definitely an honor. I've been messing with Virgil before everybody else messed with him. Well, obviously not Andre, but I've been messing with Virgil. I messed with him as an amateur, and then we kind of backed off a bit and got back together. But it's definitely an honor working with somebody that elite, that world class. With that being said, Andre Ward, he's a complete fighter, and just seeing what the fruits of Virgil's labors and Andre's labors, what they can put together. So, just mentally, it's just a good thing. And Virgil, he speaks to you. He speaks to everyone different. He uses metaphors. He speaks a lot of psychology, and he appeals to your mind opposed to just being all physical. And that's always a good thing, knowing that boxing is mostly a mental game. He speaks to your mental and trains your mental aspect of your game.
Definitely. So I gotta ask you this as well. You're in one of the most stacked divisions, if not the stackedest division in boxing, the 140 pound. And a lot of people don't know, but you spar with tons of people: Manny Pacquiao, Sergio Mora, and 2 of the fighters that I heard you sparred with are fighting this weekend. And that's another exciting thing for boxing. That's Danny Garcia and Zab Judah. So what do you make of that fight, since you've been in there with both of them, prepping them for past fights?
Oh man, I make. It's not simply going to be an explosive fight. I'm sure you've heard this one before, but it depends on what Zab Judah shows up. If the Zab Judah that I'm seeing, the one from Brooklyn shows up, from the street, he show up, man, he gonna pull off the fight and great. in great fashion. But if he goes back to the lackluster and sort of trying to just, work his way through the fight, then I see Garcia putting off the fight. Working with Garcia, I'll help him get ready for Morales. And that was definitely a good look. I did my thing in there with him, though, for sure. Did good. And, I worked with Judah when I was an amateur, when he had become undisputed champion and beat Corey Spinks. And, I was doing my thing back then. Then I sparred one more time in Vegas. I forget who we had been prepared for. We actually almost fought in the ring because he hit me after the bell, and then that was it. We kind of started going in the ring, man, and they had to come break us up. But nevertheless, they're definitely explosive fighters. I would like to definitely get the win out of one of them. But I do see Gab Judah pulling out the fight.
Okay. One of the things I notice about your style is you seem to be a chameleon, where your style is not any one concrete style. You seem to shift it and adapt depending on who you're in the ring with. So do you think that's perhaps one of the reasons why your name might not be tossed up in the mix with some of the other fighters in the 140-pound division? Or what do you think it is?
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I think that's what adds to my success, knowing that, I started very late as a fighter, but, me being chameleon definitely started to, it contribute to my success of me being able to adapt to different fighters. Virgil Hunter a while ago told me that's the reason why he liked training me, because whoever I fight, we have to go find five different guys to mimic my style, and that's always a good thing, knowing that guys need to train for me. I don't really have to worry about actually training for them. I can go find a guy that's pretty similar to them. To answer your question, I think honestly my name is probably isn't being mentioned like it should, because the inactivity, holds more active, it'd be more action. But nevertheless, some good things on the horizon. They just put me number 2 in the WBO, like right behind Rios, even though I should have been came 1 after he had taken a loss. But they, of course, they want to see the rematch, and we all want to see the rematch. But I'm number 2 right under Rios, man. So, you look forward to hearing Karim Mayfield's name soon.
Definitely. Even the great Roy Jones Jr., he did a recent interview with Ring TV, and during that interview, he gave you a lot of props, a lot of credit. He says that the fighter he's working with, Paul Spadafora, they're looking at possibly making that fight with you. And he said he respects you because you're not afraid and you're willing to get in there and mix it up with anybody. And that's one of the things that he really respects, because he said you're the type of fighter that you'll go at it. He doesn't have to chase you down. I definitely think the fans are going to see a lot more of you in the future. And just for the people who aren't from California, for the Bay Area like us, just tell them what it's like growing up in the Bay and what can we expect from you in the future.
Oh, well, growing up in the Bay, man, is you got different areas. You got, it's very diverse. What we call it a Bay, we call it Bay Love, because it's a lot of Bay Love, and there's no, specific races that or nationalities that people just stick to. If you're down, you're down. If you're cool, you're cool. Don't matter if you're white, black, green, or yellow. You know what I mean? We all get down with each other as long as you got the like minds, great minds, think alike, man. And we got that Bay swag down here, man. So everybody pretty much is, get along, man, whatever race, creed, or color it is. And like I said, there's a lot of Bay Love down here, and man, that's how we get down. But I'll answer another question. With me being number 2 right now in the world, WBO, I'm looking for something definitely coming up real soon. No later than June, late June actually. But we're working out a couple of things right now, something in particular, nothing concrete, so I don't like to speak on until they actually concrete. But for the most part, you'll be hearing my name real soon, and definitely be putting on whenever you hear it.
Definitely. We really look forward to seeing that. Where can fans follow you if they're not already following you?
Cool, yeah. They can follow me on IG, Instagram, at Karim Hardhitter. That's Hardhitter with an A, not ER, Hardhitter Mayfield. And Facebook, Karim Mayfield, and Twitter, Karim Mayfield 1, like the number 1, Karim Mayfield 1. And then definitely y'all can get at me. I'm a cool cat, cool guy to talk to. If you got questions, you can get at me. I'm real down to earth, and it's all good.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you for your time, and we really appreciate you doing this interview with us, and we'll stay in touch definitely. And good luck in the future.
Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
Thank you.